Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the hidden calories lurking in everyday foods, the absolute sneaky culprits that are secretly sabotaging your weight loss goals. Look, we've all been there. You feel like you're doing everything right. You know the tricks, you're putting in the literal sweat and tears day after day, but those stubborn pounds just won't budge. Why? It's beyond frustrating, right? Well, it's very likely because of hidden, high-fat offenders sitting right there in your kitchen, flying completely under the radar. To tackle this, we're going to group these foods into four main traps. 1. Liquid saboteurs. 2. Wolves in sheep's clothing. 3. The heavy hitters. And 4. The invisible calories. But before we name names, we really need to understand the common enemy here: empty calories. These are calories that bring absolutely zero nutritional value to the table. No fiber, no vitamins. They basically trick your body, leaving you totally starved for actual nutrients. So instead of being burned for energy, your body just takes them and makes a direct deposit straight into your fat storage. Not good. All right, let's jump right into trap 1, liquid saboteurs. Think about the number time for a second. A typical single can of regular soda packs a massive 7 to 10 tablespoons of pure sugar. I mean, just imagine standing in your kitchen and spooning 10 actual mounds of sugar directly into your mouth. There is no way you do that, but drinking it, it's an instant, overwhelming flood of empty calories that your poor body has absolutely no idea how to process efficiently. Now, you might look at that and think, okay, easy fix, I'll just switch to diet. But here's the wild deception. While regular soda gives you that massive sugar hit, the artificial sweeteners in diet soda actually confuse your brain. Your system tastes the sweet stuff and immediately expects calories to follow. But when those calories never show up, your body kind of panics. It triggers the spike in insulin levels, which, you guessed it, leads right back to fat storage. It totally defeats the whole purpose of choosing diet in the first place. And there are other liquid traps hiding right in plain sight. Fresh fruit juice sounds super healthy, right? But the juicing process strips away all the beneficial fiber, leaving you with nothing but a massive sugar spike. And what about those massive coffee shock drinks? The whipped cream and heavy syrups completely wipe out any of coffee's natural metabolic benefits. Oh, and bottled iced tea? That can easily hide up to 11 teaspoons of sugar per serving. Finally, alcohol. Alcohol literally pauses your body's ability to burn fat while simultaneously making you crave junk food. It's a total double whammy. Moving on to trap 2, wolves in sheep's clothing. Consider the difference between whole fruits and dried fruits. Whole fruits? Fantastic for you. They're packed with water and fiber that physically fill up your stomach and keep you feeling full. But the drying process removes all that water and super concentrates the sugars. Because the volume shrinks down so much, you end up eating way more dried fruit just to feel satisfied. That delivers this massive, dense payload of calories in a tiny package. If you aren't paying close attention, it causes unprecedented weight gain. These next items are heavily marketed as healthy, but they are hiding some pretty dark nutritional secrets. Take granola. Classic healthy breakfast, right? Yet some brands hide up to 4 tablespoons of sugar per serving just to make it taste good. Bottled smoothies are packed with gross levels of sugar and artificial additives that are only there to extend shelf life, not improve your health. Then there's white rice, completely stripped of its vitamins and minerals during the refining process, leaving you with 200 empty calories per cup. And soybean oil is a huge one. The data actually shows its unhealthy, unsaturated fats cause more obesity than saturated fats like coconut oil. Crazy, right? All right, let's look at trap 3, the heavy hitters. 427. That is the staggering number of calories in just a standard side of French fries. See, potatoes act exactly like sponges. They absorb incredible amounts of oil during the deep frying process, taking what starts as a perfectly fine vegetable and turning it into a high-calorie ticket straight to obesity. And there are plenty of other deep-fried, highly processed culprits out there. Potato chips are widely noted as the absolute worst offenders. They're packed with trans fats, extreme sodium, and flavor additives scientifically designed to make you overeat. You literally can't just have one. Then you have onion rings, packing an astonishing 411 calories per 100 grams. Processed meats like sausages and salami entirely lack real nutrition, but are highly effective at driving up weight gain. And standard restaurant burgers, they easily top 300 calories each, completely loaded with grease, and that's before you even think about adding the fries. And don't think bakery treats are any better. They might look like innocent morning snacks, but your average muffin can pack 400 calories of pure sugar and fat. A butter-heavy croissant gives you 272 calories, plus harmful trans fats, the kind of fats that actually lower your good cholesterol while actively raising the bad. Donuts? Basically just deep-fried carbs.
And pie crusts are intensely loaded with saturated fats that actively harm your body's natural nutritional balance. Finally, we reach trap 4, the invisible calories.
These traps usually take the form of quiet little pores and spreads that sneak right past your calorie radar. Think about pancake syrup. It's practically pure liquid sugar with absolutely zero nutritional value. Then you've got coffee creamers containing harsh emulsifiers and fats that completely wipe out coffee's natural antioxidants. And barbecue sauce. This one is fascinating. Basting your chicken in heavy, sweet barbecue sauce actually makes it almost as bad for you as tossing it in a deep fryer.
This trap is really all about density. Just a single spoon of classic mayonnaise instantly adds 10 grams of fat and 100 calories to your plate. When you mix a few scoops of that into a salad or spread it on a turkey sandwich, you're consuming massive amounts of invisible calories without adding any real physical volume to actually make you feel full. Or look at standard cream cheese produced here in the US. It is a staggering 33% pure fat. The rest is just other dairy and water. So when you heavily smear that on your morning bagel, you aren't really just eating breakfast. You're essentially turning your morning meal into a very heavy, fat-laden dessert that is guaranteed to spike your insulin and drop your energy later on.
So, let's talk about making smarter dietary choices. The ultimate key to escaping all of these traps is surprisingly simple. You must ruthlessly cut out refined carbs and added sugars. These are ingredients that have been completely stripped of their natural fiber and nutrients. And the scary part? They're hiding everywhere, from white bread to pasta, even in your basic jarred tomato sauce. And they do absolutely nothing but spike your insulin and store straight as belly fat. But look, you don't have to starve. You just have to swap. Swap out that sugary soda for a refreshing glass of lemon water so you can hydrate without the insulin spike. Choose brown rice over white to keep the nutrient-rich bran intact, which actually helps you stay full. Eat whole fruits for the fiber instead of chugging sugary juices, and cook with heart-healthy olive oil instead of heavily processed soybean oil. You can start implementing these incredibly simple steps right now to replace these fat-causing foods with their whole unprocessed alternatives. So now that you've seen the data, and you know exactly where these empty calories are hiding, what's your first move? Which of these hidden fat traps are you going to ruthlessly eliminate from your routine today? Keep learning, keep making those smart choices, and we will see you in the next explainer.